Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. Guys, do me a favor, just click the like button if you like what we're doing, like the content, if I'm helping you out on a day-to-day basis. All a brother asks is for a little like, share, subscribe, and hopefully I will continue to provide value. Where the hell do we begin today? Right? We'll go backwards, right? We'll go backwards. Going into today, we had two things, right? Two things that we were watching. Obviously, the first one was Tesla, right? First one was Tesla. They were coming out with their China numbers, which came in pretty soft. Okay, came in pretty soft. I forgot which model it is. I think it was a cheaper model. Had a really, really big boom in that demographic, but nothing really crazy. And then came the big number, the quarterly number, and they reported their deliveries. This was the lowest, the absolute lowest number of deliveries since Q2 of 2022. And initially, Tesla got really hit, right? Really, really hit pre-market. They were down 11, 12 points. It tested the 20-day moving average, right? And the question was, well, how low can this thing go? The other question was, well, and we discussed this on Morning Strategy for you guys today. Phenomenal job on Tesla. We were at Morning Strategy talking about, well, I could see a world that Tesla, because there was absolutely no enthusiasm going into this quarterly number, I could see a world that Tesla, might shake it off. Let's watch. And then slowly but surely, Tesla started shaking it off little by little, little by little, little by little, and it got up to the top of supply, which was 267.50, right? And, this was one of the biggest candles I could remember pretty much all month. So I got long through the 268 level, right? Got long through the 268 level. It was almost red to green. Red to green, I think it was 268.40s. And then as soon as we got long, I would say, what do you guys think? For all you guys in the webinar, maybe comment in the comments. What do you guys think? 30, 40, 50 seconds. As soon as we got long, some news came out coming from, quote unquote, Trump's inner circle that Elon Musk might step away or kind of reduce his role in the government. The stock went effing bananas, right? Absolutely effing bananas. I said there's a shot, right? I said there was a shot here that the stock can get to yesterday's highs. Guys, look at this candle. This was one of the biggest candles I could remember in an incredibly long time. The stock went, here was the 267.50. If you're wondering, right? Here was the 267.50. You see, that was the pre-market high, right? You see how it stopped twice at 267.50, 267.50 here, 260.50 here. That was the sneaky pivot, right? That was a sneaky pivot when you guys hear me talk about sneaky pivots. And once that got on, again, we always talk about luck. Luck always resides for those who are prepared. We were just so prepared for this channel. And when this news hit, man, this thing just went out of its mind. And the good part about Tesla and everything else, and we started talking about, I started tweeting throughout the day. I said, man, if the market is actually holding up fairly well, who knows? Maybe that is like a tradable, I don't want to use the word bottom, but a tradable area in the market because, hey, if the market is rallying today, or potentially could rally today, knowing that Trump is going to speak regardless, around tariffs and all that bad news, isn't this a really good thing? Let's see how it acts, right? So Tesla just went nuts. Obviously, that was the biggest trade of the day, not even close. Tesla went absolutely nuts. And the second question going into today's session was, well, how is the market going to react to tariffs, right? So let's look at the cues. Number one, the bulls did a great job today. Absolutely great job today in the middle of the day. The market, spoiler alert, the market had a great run, right? Great run. Q's got rejected, the 20-day moving average, but a really, really strong run. And everybody sat there and waited for the Trump comments. Here we go, right? I'm going to read a few of these things, obviously, and memorize them. So the Trump Make America Wealthy Again event begins, okay? He starts talking about tariffs, the normal stuff, the automotive stuff. And again, guys, if you want a better, thorough examination, exactly what he said, there's 1,030,000 news outlets. You could scroll and go through a fine-tooth comb of exactly what he said. But this is kind of the thing. So he starts talking about the reciprocal. Say that 5 times fast, right? Reciprocal tariffs plan. And initially, the market goes crazy after hours. I'm talking about absolutely crazy, right? Just goes nuts. Just absolutely nuts, right? Q's just going nuts. Look at the chart on Tesla, right? Look at the chart on Tesla. Tesla went up to 293, and then the longer he kept on talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, this is one of the biggest reversals I could remember after hours ever, right? Tesla went from 293 all the way down to 268. The QQQs, right? This is not fake. This is real, right? If you look at the board, these are all 60-minute channels, guys. This is Tesla, this is Amazon, this is Nvidia, right? Stocks just got, these are the Qs. I mean, an absolute craziness after hours. And the longer he talks, obviously there's going to be much more volatility. We talked about the volatility in last night's video. We talked about the volatility throughout the day before the close. So this volatility shouldn't be surprise for anybody. Okay, right now the market's getting murdered. Is it possible by the time you see this video, Tesla's at 300? Everything's possible. Is it possible Qs go green? Everything is possible. But this one damn, comment or a series of comments dropped the S&P at one point like 3-4% after hours. So absolute anarchy. Market's just going all over the place. And keep this in mind. All this is happening. Remember, all this is happening, guys. At the end of the day, this is all happening well below the 200-day moving average. So going into tomorrow, initially when I started making my watch list, my biggest issue going into tomorrow, it wasn't craziness, right? My biggest issue was I already made a long watch list for tomorrow. And then as soon as this starting, all these reciprocal headlines started coming in, I go, oh my God, my watch list is dead. Now I got to start looking for shorts. So that's kind of a little bit of annoyance. But I will say this market continues to be headline sensitive. Okay, I say this every single day. You better be prepared on both sides of the market. You really have to know your levels. Again, this isn't a market that is a laissez-faire. I can buy stock and could go to lunch. I could come back. I could check it through my phone. You got to be on top of your game. You really got to understand your levels because, again, by the time I got upstairs, again, one of our guys texted me, he goes, yo, Tesla's at 292. I go, wow, that's crazy. That's last week's highs. By the time I got upstairs, again, how long does it take me to get upstairs? 30 seconds, 40 seconds? Tesla went to 273. So it's just absolute anarchy right now. One of the craziest event-driven markets you are going to see. And it really does show you guys. It really does show you. Number one, you got to be prepared. Number two, take it trade by trade, day by day. You can't have a macro opinion. You really can't because you're one headline away from absolutely getting destroyed. So it's very, very impossible to understand both. So again, by the time you see this video, right now it's 10 to 5 Eastern time, everything is getting smoked. By the time you see this video, 6:30, 7 o'clock, whatever it is, when Kenyon is finishing editing, who knows? Maybe we could be green on the day. Absolutely not. But again, it's all about the headlines. Some other pivots, did pretty well. You had, initially I was looking at 87.20 sell on Amazon. Amazon had news in the middle of the day. Obviously, it didn't get there. Amazon had news. That was tied into TikTok. All of a sudden became a suitor to potentially buy TikTok. Stock went out of its mind. If you guys remember CRWV, right? CRWV, one of the few IPOs yesterday went crazy. 53.84 pre-market highs, needs to confirm. This thing went to like 63. I mean, really, really good move. Congratulations for all you guys who caught it. And I believe, yeah, I mean, Tesla, yeah, NVIDIA was a small pivot. NVIDIA was a small pivot, ran up about $1. Funny thing is, I actually caught the bottom, the opening range low on Tesla to the downside earlier, but it's all about the upside. The funny thing is, as I'm talking right now, stocks are rebounding pretty big here. So again, your guess is as good as mine going into tomorrow. But just in case, right? In case if we do sell off, I will be watching the bottom channel of NVIDIA. If we rally, guess what? I will be watching today's highs on the reclaim of NVIDIA. If we start rallying tomorrow, I am definitely watching the last week's highs of Tesla, because if it could get above last week's highs, we did see some really, really aggressive call buying coming in. What really set off Tesla today, I mean, really, really set it off. A buyer came in for 3,000 of the May 350 calls, $2 million worth of premium, and that thing absolutely out of its mind. So again, folks, we did our job today. Great morning, really great morning. Anarchy in the afternoon. Again, tomorrow, we shall see, said the blind man. We shall see. The most important thing is be prepared. Guys, have a great night, everybody. God bless. And hopefully everybody's all right. Hopefully everybody's all right, and I'll see you on the field tomorrow.